Hello, welcome to Puffs and Poetry. I'm your host Jessica, a writer, cannabis aficionado, and poetry lover. Today, instead of rolling up a joint, I am packing a bowl with my Weegit's Maze X pipe. I'm doing this, number one, because it's a little bit windy today, and this bowl makes it much easier to smoke when it is windy. And two, I'm doing that because I am in upstate New York right now. There is a wildfire up in Quebec, and there's actually air quality warnings over the state. Now, the air quality warning has been lifted where I am, but you may be able to see in the background, it's still pretty hazy and smoky, and has been for the past couple days. At one point over the past couple days, at several points, I opened the van door and thought to myself, wow, it smells like bonfire out here. But I didn't have a bonfire going. So that tells you a little about how poor the air quality's been here. So while the air quality warning has been lifted in the county that I am in, the Weegit's pipe has several extra layers of filtration, which make a clean and smooth, dry bowl experience. And with air quality like this, I can use all the extra filtration that I can get. Plus, super easy to pack and smoke. So before I light up on that, today we are reading from Why I Wake Early, a book of poetry published by Mary Oliver in 2004. In my pipe right now, I have a beautiful Type 2 custom blend, which includes this CBD and herbal mix from High Priestess Herbal Wellness. And I also have some sour amaretto in my grinder that I picked up in Rhode Island. I found Rhode Island to have some of the best weed prices that I've seen in legal markets, and I've been very pleasantly surprised with the quality of their bud. Go Rhode Island. Another reason I love using this bowl is because when it's not packed to the top, it stays cherry very well from pit to hit, so you don't have to constantly keep relighting it. All right, enough with my sales pitch. Let's get into the poetry. Our first poem today is called Why I Wake Early. Hello, sun in my face. Hello, you who make the morning and spread it over the fields and into the faces of the tulips and the nodding morning glories and into the windows of even the miserable and the crotchety. Best preacher that ever was, dear star that just happens to be where you are in the universe to keep us from ever darkness, to ease us with warm touching, to hold us in the great hands of light. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Watch now how I start the day in happiness and kindness. Our second poem today is called Spring at Blackwater. I go through the lessons already learned. He gave the fish her coat of foil and her soft eggs. He made the kingfisher's quick eye in her peerless, terrible beak. He made the circles of the days and the seasons to close tightly and forever, then open again. Our next poem is called Mindful. Every day I see or I hear something that more or less kills me with delight, that leaves me like a needle in the haystack of light. It is what I was born for, to look, to listen, to lose myself inside this soft world, to instruct myself over and over in joy and acclamation. Nor am I talking about the exceptional, the fearful, the dreadful, the very extravagant, but of the ordinary, the common, the very drab, the daily presentations. O good scholar, I say to myself, how can you help but grow wise with such teachings as these? The untrimmable light of the world, the ocean's shine, the prayers that are made out of grass. This is one of those poems that I just have the title of it highlighted so that if I'm thumbing through this book, I can never skip it. Your next poem is called Lingering in Happiness. After rain, after many days without rain, it stays cool, private and cleansed under the trees. In the dampness there, married now to gravity, falls branch to branch, leaf to leaf, down to the ground, where it will disappear, but not, of course, vanish, except to our eyes. The roots of the oaks will have their share, and the white threads of the grasses, and the cushion of moss. A few drops, round as pearls, will enter the mole's tunnel. And soon, so many small stones, buried for 1,000 years, will feel themselves being touched. This poem is called The Old Poets of China. Wherever I am, the world comes after me. It offers me its busyness. It does not believe that I do not want it. Now I understand why the old poets of China went so far and so high into the mountains, then crept into the pale mist. All right. Our last poem today is called Logos. Why wonder about the loaves and the fishes? If you say the right words, the wine expands. If you say them with love, and the felt ferocity of that love, and the felt necessity of that love, the fish explode into many. Imagine him speaking, and don't worry about what is reality or what is plain or what is mysterious. If you were there, it was all of those things. If you can imagine it, it is all of those things. Eat, drink, be happy. Accept the miracle. Accept too each spoken word, spoken with love. Those are all the poems that I had for you today, a short and sweet one from me and from Mary Oliver. Until next week, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and have a wonderful day.